guy is one clingy motherfucker. The Black Critic Guy here with the second anime review this week, and today I'm here to review the anime My Little Monster. So My Little Monster is primarily focused on the blooming romance between the cold and distant Mizutani Shizuku and the emotional and impulsive Yoshida Haru, as well as them dealing with new encounters and friendships. Now, it is a well-established fact on this channel that I'm a huge fan of rom-coms, whether they be movies, anime, TV shows, regardless of how cliche and by the numbers they are, I am a sucker for them. And while I was looking through Netflix trying to find some new anime to watch, I noticed this one anime called My Little Monster, and it was categorized as a romantic comedy anime. And I just had this innate urge to watch this anime. And so I did. And after finishing this anime in its entirety, I have to say, I really enjoyed this anime. Although, is it really surprising to hear that the Black Critic Guy enjoyed a romantic comedy anime? I mean, it's pretty obvious by now. But don't be mistaken, there are a couple of romantic comedy animes that I truly despise. Right off the bat, the first thing that really impressed me about this anime was its first episode. The first episode itself could be its very own standalone OVA or short, as it encompasses and goes through every single beat you can find in a romantic comedy within just 25 minutes. Not to mention, the episode is very well paced. I mean, you have the initial encounter, you have one of them being reluctant to really hang out with them, you see them grow interest and they start to bond, then you got that falling out, dramatic falling out in the middle, then at the end, you got them reuniting, rekindling, and then finally, it ends with a kiss. Holy shit, it takes animes more than 20 episodes to actually get to a kiss. This anime did it in its first 24 minutes. And also, I absolutely adored how straightforward and direct the main characters were about their feelings for each other. There's no beating around the bush with these characters. There's no, well, maybe he might like me, or I can't really say how I truly feel. There's none of that. This anime just cuts through all the bullshit and has the main characters actually tell each other how they feel. Props to you, anime. The animation done by Brainspace, the same studio behind the solid 1 Week Friends, was serene. In fact, it reminded me a whole lot of the animation for 1 Week Friends, having a very natural, welcoming shoujo feel to it. The anime's story is very entertaining, with a really good balance of comedic and dramatic moments from time to time. There are many moments in this anime that'll have you laughing your butt off, but also some moments that will really touch you and give you some insight on a few characters, their backstory and personality. And speaking of them, we now come to the true heart of this anime, and that's its characters. Most of them were just really fun to watch, and some of them got some really good development, as well as establishing strong bonds and chemistry among the characters. Of course, we can't talk about the characters without first mentioning the two leads of the anime, Shizuku and Haru. As individual characters, they are strong and dynamic, and you get a lot of insight into their backstory, which kind of sheds some light on what caused them to become the people that they are at the beginning of this anime. And both go through tremendous growth and development throughout the anime. Like, Shizuku starts off as this cold and distant girl that cares only about getting good grades and studying, and is very apathetic to other people's plights, other people's problems. She doesn't really give a shit about anybody else. But as the anime continues, she learns that she can trust into people, she can open up to people and grow stronger bonds and connect with others. And then there's Haru, who is a very emotional character, and because of that, he tends to impulsively lash out in an emotional way, which gets him into a lot of trouble. Like, he'll fight somebody over something they said, or a certain look, or if they like take one of his friends away, he'll just lash out, no questions asked, and just beat the crap out of somebody. And also, and I think there's still one of his character flaws, even as the anime ends, he is very clingy and overly attached when it comes to his friends, specifically Shizuku. If you get anywhere close to Shizuku, he just like, hey, what are you doing? You wanna fight, huh? You wanna fight? You wanna fight, huh? You wanna fight? Calm down, buddy. Like, come on, calm down. But as the anime continues, he learns to control his emotions a little better. I mean, he's getting there. He's just not there completely. As for them as a couple, Jesus Christ, this is probably one of the most tumultuous relationships I've ever seen in an anime, and that's saying a lot. Both of them are just two extremes of the same coin. One is overly attached, the other is overly distant, and their personalities just clash throughout the entire anime, and it makes you kind of wonder whether or not they are even compatible with each other. But, believe it or not, that's actually what makes this relationship so interesting. But truth be told, I found their relationship in this anime to be quite charming and just downright adorable. Every single moment that they shared together, I just ate that shit up. It was so sweet and kawaii desu. There's also lots of solid supporting characters in this anime. Like the two people that join Haru and Shizuku's friends group, they're really good. They get some moments in the sun and I enjoyed them both. But my favorite supporting character in the entire anime is this girl, Oshima. I don't know what it is about her, but something about her just made me just fall head over heels for this character. And honestly, I wish that she ended up with Haru. Oh my god, that would have been so adorable. She's sweet, she's kind, she doesn't really talk that much. She's a very typical shy girl character. I guess that could be why I like her, because I do like shy type anime girl characters. But overall, she was just really charming, and I wish she was in the anime a little bit more. And since I brought that up, I guess I should delve into some more of the issues that I had with this anime. The first and biggest issue, which is simultaneously the most disappointing thing about this anime, was the way they handled episodes 3 through 13. Now, do not misunderstand me. These episodes, with the exception of one, are still good episodes. They kept me entertained and I enjoyed them for what they were. But after seeing the first 2 episodes of this anime, the rest of the series just comes off a bit short. And what do I mean by that, guys? The first 2 episodes of this anime were excellent, superb episodes that defied almost every known convention you see in romantic comedy animes. It was off to a really great start, but to see them resort back to the old tricks of romantic comedy animes by episode 3 was just so disheartening to see, especially after it raised the bar so high for itself. Think of it like this. You're at a restaurant and you order an appetizer, a main course meal, and dessert. The appetizer that they give you is fantastic, like superb. It tastes so delicious, and you're just hoping that the main course is just as delicious as the appetizer you just had. Then they bring out the main course meal, and it's like this average generic hamburger that you could probably see at McDonald's, and when you take a bite of it, it's just like, it's not bad, it tastes good, but it wasn't as good as the appetizer that you just gave me a few minutes ago. And don't even get me started on the dessert. They might as well have just farted in your face for the dessert. Plain and simple, the anime was reaching new heights, but then decided to just plummet right back down to the status quo. And one of the principal contributors to this is my next issue with this anime, and that's the flip-floppy nature of Shizuku and Haru's relationship. Their fickle relationship just got so bothersome and tiring to see, and honestly kind of felt like a spin in the face to the audience after they already expressed their feelings for each other. You understand how they feel, but to see them go back and forth on, oh, I like you, oh, I don't like you, oh, I want to be in a relationship, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, why are we doing this? We already established what their feelings are. Just make them a couple already. You don't need this cliche back and forth. It's like this was their foolhardy attempt to keep us in suspense to see whether or not they were actually going to end up together when it's so damn obvious that they will. Honestly, the flip-floppy nature of their relationship was just padding. That's it. As I mentioned earlier, I wish we could have spent more time with Oshima's character, give her a little bit more development, and actually have some scenes where she's bonding and spending time with Haru. I mean, if freaking Shizuzu could spend time with that blonde guy and have an entire episode focused on that, why couldn't we have an entire episode on the opposite end of that, with Oshima being the main focus? And speaking of characters that deserve their own episode, Sasayan should have got his very own episode. We could have explored more of his backstory, his personality. He could have got more development, and he was a very interesting character, being kind of like the observer of the Friends group. And finally, following in the tradition of 1 week Friends, the ending to the anime is incredibly lackluster, leaving so many things unresolved and unfulfilled. The entirety of the last episode revolves around Haru trying to find something, and all the characters are trying to figure out, well, what is he trying to find? And it looked like the episode was kind of building up to like all of them coming together and spending a moment with each other, but that never comes to fruition, not at all. As a whole, the last episode just leaves you hanging. No resolution, no fulfillment. What, you want fulfillment? You want resolution? Go read the light novel, sucker! But overall, even with its many problems, I still got a kick out of My Little Monster. It's a fun little romantic comedy anime with a solid relationship at its center. And that's why I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's an enjoyable anime. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Or did you find it really boring and dull? It's just a typical romantic comedy anime. And let me know, what is the most tumultuous relationship you've ever seen in an anime? Comment below, let me know. And stay tuned, I might have a TV review coming out tomorrow, and I have another anime review for you guys on Thursday. So stay tuned for that, and until then guys, if you would like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace YouTube!